Caroline, talking about that speech of Scott Morrison, what do you think? The idea of having governments oversee and potentially themselves license preachers, Muslim preachers, or force Muslim institutions to do that?
Well, I think that the conversation that you had in the previous segment, hit the nail on the head. The fact of the matter is that the government is not going to just deal with one religion. They're going to deal with all of them, right? And that there just goes without saying. We've already seen this week, and no doubt that you've reported on it, the Israeli influencer who wasn't allowed to come into Australia because of, certain things that he'd said. And I'm like, well, why are we dealing with this, side issue? Yes, it's the same sort of idea and the same sort of legislation, but why aren't we dealing with the crux of the issue? Some Jewish influencer is not the actual practical problem that we're having at the moment. The fact of the matter is you're going to end up with government legislation that is going to be across the board unsatisfactory, and all religions are different. I'm of the Catholic faith. That's not going to surprise you at all. But there's already so much regulation and institution in the Catholic Church that keeps everyone on the straight and narrow. And look, I agree, certain things have happened in the past. It's an absolute shame on the Catholic Church. But there is already a lot of regulation there that governs the way that Catholicism is practiced in this country. Not necessarily every other religion is the same.
Now, Caroline, in the break you said, well, the big churches here, they do license priests already, or ministers, whatever. But if I wanted to, I could set up my own Hillsong tomorrow. And the issue here is if the Muslim community, they don't have big church, big employers like that. They do it individually, and anyone can be a preacher. You can't impose that on them.
I think that was me, Andrew, but we often get mistaken for the same person, so we're quite okay with it, to be honest.
I thought I did say Gemma, sorry.
No, it's totally fine. We're very much used to it. There's only one ethnic woman on TV this year, apparently. But look, it's true. And the point that I wanted to make was that Pentecostal churches, Catholic, as Caroline said, Anglican, there is already a system whereby ministers are licensed by the denomination. And look, you could probably set up your own church, Andrew. Good luck getting a lot of followers. The point is that the Christian denominations already have...
There's a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. You and me both. They already have processes in place whereby there is oversight, there is licensing and there is regulation. Why wouldn't the Muslim community want to do that? Why wouldn't you?
It's not set up that way. The faith doesn't have that. They don't have the big churches.
Well,
you can't just, you don't have to be a big church. Orthodox church.
Sure. Then
it's just individual. Pick yourself.
Well, it's the
I think that
conversation
bishop
to be
that got stabbed in the eye. I think he appointed himself. That's the thing. It's the freedom. Why should it apply to any other religion?
He was a Maronite Christian from memory. My point is, it's about you don't just let anyone teach your kid at school, do you? There's oversight over teachers, and it's the same concept.
Consumer choice.
It's the same concept, but I think it's probably more time than we have for.
Got to go. Yeah, I'm afraid. Gemma Tonni, Caroline Di Russo, thanks to you both.